Hey guys, it's market update. Well, it's nice to have some green candles for once, and we've broken through this little level here. We're still miles away from anything that you could call a recovery or a new breakout into an uptrend, right? I would say the 85.90 level, this one right here, is where you would expect potentially to recover to, and then if you're in a bear market, you obviously reach new lows from that as well. But I'm just not really overly bearish here. I'm pretty much a perma bull, right? I'm very bullish. I want to accumulate Bitcoin and buy it. So take everything I say with a pinch of salt, but what's there left to be bearish about, right? I just think that this fall that we had here was on a breakout of war that the mainstream media didn't tell us about, but the big players in the market did. Gold and silver breaking out, right, on the lead up to that. And now you're seeing a small rotation, maybe selling some of that trade back into, the attacking positive trade, which is tech, right? Tech and crypto, which are recovering a little bit. Look, this might be just a little bit of a short covering rally or, a trade out during a bear market, but why would we be in a really long bear market? You may just say it's the 4-year cycle and there's just lots of sellers left and we need to really kind of rotate out over time. Sure, a 50% drawdown and a recovery on the breakout of war that seems to be kind of simmering down a bit. In terms of the very short term, you have options traders here who are very short calls around this level. This 75 level up to around 80. So for the very short term, again, this kind of 80 or maybe just above, that would put us right in line with around here, which is this resistance level. So you may see some continued strength into this. Then if we're in a bear market, we'd want to reject from that again. But the reality, right, is that I'm not really trying to trade short term, like months or weeks. I just have a very long-term strategy of buying Bitcoin, taking any currency that I have, taking that currency, putting it into assets. And if I can go short the dollar to long Bitcoin, I'll do that as well. And much longer term, I'm not trying to trade weeks or months. The reality is the price of Bitcoin is around about its trend rate of growth. So what you're buying here with the price is 30 to 40% returns, CAGR, right? Like over a long-term time horizon. So that's what you're buying now. And I just think that's pretty good value overall. So that's it really. Now I'm going to be updating my portfolio for you guys in the crypto course as well. So some portfolio updates and other market updates, which I will be posting free for you guys if you've got the course. Some people ask me also about strategy, what they're doing with STRC and everything. I made some videos in May last year about strategy and exactly how their preferreds work and why they might be useful for some people. So you can watch those videos. I'll link the course in the description. If you want to trade crypto as well, I'll leave a Bybit deposit bonus down below. Anything you deposit, they'll give you a bonus to trade with. I understand the bear case and that, this is a 4-year cycle, and when you break the momentum, it's going to take a while to kind of bottom out and we could actually see a lower price here. Just for me and my strategy here, I want to buy this asset consistently. I actually think that the 30 to 40% returns that you're getting yearly from Bitcoin is enough. Just buying every price. That's like enough, honestly. You can literally spend 2 minutes a week and you can just get on with your life by buying this asset. It's going up over time, clearly. And you can just relax. And if you want to be a little bit more active, I just think the price here, this is my chart of Bitcoin. It's in the course as well if you want this. I think the price is at its trend. So you're buying a great return rate if you have a few-year time horizon. If it's 70 or 60 or 50, it's kind of all the same to me, right? I can buy this. I've been investing in Bitcoin for years. And so these previous years that I've been investing, you've got those returns now. And so once you've done your time, you're already on the right side of the trade. And so I don't need to panic. In fact, I think that this, if I look 5 years out, it's a great return profile because we're at trend. And if we go a little bit below, that's fantastic. 70, 60, 50, I'm not like sitting on the sidelines thinking, oh, I just have to wait for 60 or 50. Like, no, just go in. If you buy 70 and 50, then your average price is 60. Buy 60 as well, buy 75, buy 80. If you've got genuinely a 5-year time horizon and you put a 30 or 40% yearly return on that, let's say 30%, it doesn't matter that much, right? You just don't need to spend time trying to figure that out. I'm not talking about day trading here or anything else. So look, what's the worst case scenario? An international war breaks out and 20% plus of the world's oil and gas gets shut off. Well, that happened and we came down, right? That was this. But we've recovered because it's settling down. Does it go on for many more months? Is that kind of a bearish case? Maybe. But more fiscal spending in war actually pushes asset prices higher. You can go and look at many wars that are broken out over time, and there's a shock before, and markets tend to actually just kind of settle and go up after. That's just the way it goes. Whether this one does that, I don't know. I'm not trying to trade those headlines. I don't know what's going to happen, but I just focus on what assets I want to buy, right? Being useful. If you have cash, what do you want to invest in? The oil's up under 100, it's elevated, but not the end of the world. Bitcoin and crypto actually is starting to just get a little bit of a bid up, right? There was de-risking here, obviously, people going out of duration, people going out of risk, people going out of the trades of, expectation for the future. They were defensive. That's why gold was going up. But over the long term, I think these assets outperform gold. Right? Growth outperforms. So that's my trade. Like in 5 years' time, I'm not going to worry if it's 70, 60, or 50. If you look also at where we are in terms of price action is very weak in relation to the trend. And obviously that means everyone's bearish. I kind of flip that around. And if you've got a 5-year time horizon, at least, or 10 years, then buying prices that are low in relation to the trend is bullish. It's like the complete flip of consumer sentiment. Is that if prices are low in relation to the trend, that's bullish, but everyone says it's bearish because the price is low, right? It's basically complete opposite reaction, in that if the price is low in relation to the trend, that's actually bullish because it's the opportunity to buy the asset that's going up 30 to 40% a year at that growth rate or even below. So I don't really care if it's 70 or 60. It's like, well, you're either buying, what do you want to do, right? You're trying to call the price of 50 or 40. It doesn't matter, right? You're either buying or not. It's a decent price. I'm not trying to figure out, well, do we go a little bit lower and we're bear market? It's like, well, you're active here, right? Like, what are you doing? You're either active or not. Look, we're not in a bear market actually from a lot of these profit and loss cohorts as well. If you think this is a bear market that we're going into, then we're going to have to bottom out here a little bit longer. But previous buyers around this bear market, all of these prices are looking pretty good now, right? And especially down here as well. I mean, do you want the returns or not? Do you want the returns? Then go in. 60 or 50 or 70. Do you want those returns? And you can just get in. So look, weighted cost basis over time. The longer you're in, the more money you make because the thing has a growth rate. If you're in short term, you always, you're never ever going to buy everything and then it just go up and never see some drawdown from what you've bought. That just doesn't, it's not how investing works, right? So I'm pretty positive that Bitcoin has a growth rate. The price is near its growth trend. And that's what I'm investing in. I just think it's pretty simple. And I think it's going to outperform NASDAQ, gold, and S&P over 5 or 10 years because it has a higher growth rate than those. But it's not just a growth rate that I'm interested in. It's not just like I need to invest in the thing that has the highest percentage return. It's kind of an all-encompassing thing of what do I actually want to own? And I want to own Bitcoin more than the S&P, for example. I just think it's a more desirable asset for me. I think it has much better characteristics. I think it's fantastic. It's genuinely unique. So it's a new asset class. It has growth, but it's also something that I want to own genuinely for what it is. And, it's like the perfect, coming together, all of those things. In terms of the growth rate, which you're really looking at, is take the growth rate of the 200-week moving average or something like that. The growth rate is coming down over time. This is check on chain data. It's great. I'll try and link him in the description. We're still seeing 30 to 40% annual rates of return if you average them out. You just can't look at one price versus one price. It has to be an average of the price. It's kind of the only thing when you have such a volatile asset. If you're looking at really investing, trading's different. Really investing is 5, 7, 10-year average of the price and what is that growth rate over time. And it's still 40%, even a bit more. Right, you're looking at 40 to 60% 5-year annual rates of return since mid-2022 even, let alone before that. And you can see the growth rate is coming down, but that's the growth rate you're investing in. So I'm really positive, basically, is that I want to buy this asset and the asset is kind of at its growth rate, which is right now I'm buying 30 to 40% returns. That's about as good as I would hope to do. And I don't need to outperform that. So like I said, a lot of people asked me about strategy recently. I've done those videos already in the course if you want to watch those. Just go through all the preferreds here. Look, you got to believe in Bitcoin firstly, right? So if you think Bitcoin's going to zero, then obviously this company will as well. But other than that, are they able to carry out this strategy of basically taking your money, putting it into Bitcoin, and then giving you some percentage of the return with lower volatility? That's what it is. And it can work out, a lot of people like Bitcoin, but they also don't want all of that volatility. They want some cash. And their preferreds are working, especially STRC, which is raising a lot of money. And that's what you need to take the next step higher. Is you need a lot of that money in. Funnily enough, not everyone wants high volatility and high returns, right? If you're in your 60s or you just need income, Bitcoin isn't going to work for you. And that's really the point, I think, of this video is it's not just about looking for percentage returns and kind of winning or like having finance as a hobby. Investing is supposed to work for you and your goals. A lot of people in the course where they say to me, what's the best investment? So, well, how old are you? What's your income? What are your goals? Do you have kids? Do you have to pay for something? You have to look at what you need first. And then there are assets with volatility and return profiles, income versus no income or anything else. Use those to your advantage. Use those assets to your advantage. Don't try and always figure out, well, I need to figure out what exact asset is going to go up the most. And you're kind of focusing on the wrong thing. Your own circumstances are what dictates what you invest in, what you need. Bitcoin, I always say, it's the trade of our generation. It's amazing. And it's the bulk of what I do. But obviously, everyone's got their own needs. You know, if you need income, Bitcoin's not going to be great for you. If you're 70 years old, you probably don't want the volatility. It's just simple. Just figure out what you need, and then the assets are there to help you out. Anyway, if you want to learn more about that, I've got the crypto course here. I'll be updating it for course members with my portfolio updates. There's a few changes since the last one. And if you trade Bitcoin, check out Bybit. You can get a deposit bonus via the link below in the description. I'm James, it's Money DG. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.